Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Here we are again. Hi everybody, good evening. This is Jeff 316 on Love DNA. Thank you very much for joining me again this evening. Coming live to you from the wonderful city of Abuja. It's Good Friday. And I'd like to say happy Good Friday to everybody. For those who are celebrating, those who are not celebrating, everything, happy whatever. I'd like to start again today to talk about love and relationship on Love DNA. Love DNA is basically about love and relationship. Either you're married or you're planning to get married, or you are not even thinking of it at all. But you know, sometimes you're going to be thinking about it. So this show is for you. So let's go. Today, I'd like to tell you a story. It's about Sam and Sandra. You know, Sam and Sandra went to school together. They were not friends, but somehow they got to meet. And the meeting they had was not a fantastic one because they met at a restaurant, and because of that, there was a fact, there was a little bit of misunderstanding. It was an argument. How could you jump the queue and this and that? And then she said, "Well, sorry about that." And they had some mild face off, and then Sam said something to Sandra. He said, "One day now, one idiot go marry you, he go think say he don't find wife." The noise continued. Sandra walked away, bought her food, and then Sam was not happy that how can she just come like that? How can she be unruly? How can she be there? Long story cut short, brother finished school. Sometimes later they got to meet somewhere. They actually met at a job interview. That was about 2 years after they left school, about 2.5 years after they left school. And they applied for the same job. They applied for the same job, but it was Sandra who got that job. During the time they met each other, just greeted each other casually. This is the guy that abused me that day, or this, that unruly girl, this noise maker, this pepper seller kind of girl. And just walked away like that. So Sandra got the job, and later Sam got job with another organization within the same city. Somehow, as it will happen, the two organizations bidded for a particular project, and they awarded to them as a percentage, something like a collaboration. So they needed to work together on that project. And guess who are the people who are going to be on the project together? Sandra and Sam. Sandra representing an organization, and Sam representing his organization. So they had to work together. The project is going to be about 8 to 12 months, so to say. So consistently, 3 days a week minimum, they were together, working together professionally, working together. And in between their minds, minutes will be running, and along the line, after the whole thing, Sam was able to see a very good side of Sandra that he never saw. Just like Sandra didn't notice that this guy that said that nonsense to her way back is actually very intelligent. They met at the restaurant, both of them were hungry, so their behavior was not upbeat at that time. That's why when you are hungry or when you are angry, it's not the best time to make comments about things, because you are going to make a comment that's hunger or anger motivated, and it's not going to be correct. It's not going to be right. Most of the time it won't be right. Thank you, Divine Guzwe. Thank you for watching. So let's go on. So after the project, they began to see each other more often, and then Sam proposed marriage. And trust Sandra, that kind of thing. Say, one day, now one idiot go come meet Sandra, say he won't marry Sandra, and he go think say he don't find husband, he don't find wife. That was exactly, she just slam it back on Sam. And Sam was like, okay, sorry about what I said before. You know what? I want to be that idiot. I want to be that idiot that's going to marry a brilliant and beautiful girl like you, Sandra. Long story cut short, they got married and they're doing well. Now, what the point I'm making today? Simple point. Never say never in relationships. Never say never in relationships. Don't ever close the door. Don't burn the bridge. Even if you're dating someone and the dating stuff didn't come out fine, there were issues and whatever, don't burn the bridge. I'm telling you, don't burn the bridge. Someday, end might come back home to roost. So don't burn the bridge. You can lock it, keep the key, because one day you might need to open it. If you're dating somebody and there was a mishap, don't burn the bridge. Yeah, don't burn the bridge. I encourage people to leave some things open. You might not allow the person to have a free day on the platform of your mind, but just hang them at one corner. Maybe, never say never. What you don't expect might happen for good this time around. So Sandra and Sam never thought that. In fact, for Sam to make that statement, it's like a defining statement. Which was like a close-up statement. One day, now one idiot go come saying won't marry. You know, that kind of a thing. So the person who wrote off Sam, who wrote off Sandra, later became Sandra's husband. So never say never. Now, you don't have every information about everybody. So you are not going to conclude that this person cannot be married or this person is a bad wife, is a bad husband. You are making that judgment based on the information available to you. You might be comprehensively wrong. Yeah, you might be comprehensively wrong. And when you are wrong, don't be too big or too proud to accept your mistakes. Pastor Bobade, well done, sir. Hey, my oga, Chemsway Infographics. Well done, sir. Thank you for following. So, never say never. Don't judge somebody by just one single action. Our actions are made up of so many things. There's so many ripple effects, so many triggers that forms action. It's a long process from the subconscious to the conscious. What you see in the conscious is the behavior, the action, but behind that action, behind that behavior, there's a lot of things and you will not be able to determine them. So don't close your mind on anybody. That's one. I want to say this other one, that yes, your blind side, that part of that person that you don't know, that you cannot see, lies a lot of deep revelations. I'm not talking about revelation. You're closing your eyes, you are dreaming, you are seeing something. I mean things that you don't know. By the time you get closer, by the time you see them under a different circumstance, by the time you see them in a different scenario, you begin to see somebody that has potentials to be excellent. So if you have written them off, you have to rewrite the story. If you think they can never amount to anything, you need to do what? Rewrite the story. Do not write off anybody in relationship. Now, the story of Sandra and Sam is a very interesting story, and I believe that if we look around, we could see some more stories that are just like that. Sometimes somebody, you're dating somebody, and the person was dating somebody before the person started dating you, and that door was not completely closed, or that chapter was not completely closed while you came in, and this person not wanting to throw the baby away with the bathwater, decide to still keep that other person hanging somewhere in one corner of our life while you came in. And if all the stories were not properly told, hey, Madam Loy, good evening. If all the stories were not properly told, you will not understand the situation. You will think this person is probably double dealing on you. A lot of time it's not. A lot of time it is because they are not even sure of you that you are coming into them, and it's like, which one is which one? Until their mind is completely made up, they might not be able to drop the other person. I'm not supporting double dating, but I'm saying, just explaining why some people do that. And you that you're just coming to the situation need to prove that you have something better to offer than the person they are dropping. If you are not going to even want to go all out with you, so it is your duty in relationship to prove that you have something better to offer. Don't forget that relationship is like a project. We are working on the project. It's a mutual project. If you are doing your part and I'm doing my part, the tendency that things will improve is there. But if I'm doing my part and you're not doing your part, the tendency that it not work is there, and nobody wants to actually fail. People don't really want to fail, Even though people are not putting in, sometimes they don't put enough effort into relationship and relationship will fail, but people really do not want to fail. You understand? So when that situation happens, remember that you are seeing one part of this person's behavior. Oh, Pastor Clinton, Busola, where have you been? Wow, that's interesting. All right, so let's go. So there's always one part of that person that you don't know that you should seek to know. You should seek to know. If Sam had been easy on Sandra, he would have been able to understand the kind of person that Sandra is. She couldn't. It was just a spontaneous thing, and in that action, it just said something. Now one idiot go come marry you now. He go think saying don't get wife. And years later, the same guy came to propose to her, and he said, "Oh, I want to be that idiot." So he was actually prophesying, so to say, himself into that an idiot like me, who does not have all the information about you, but is concluding on you, is going to come back to marry you. And exactly that was how it is. Hey, Kingo, good to see you. So, don't conclude on anybody. That would be wrong to do that. Now, the other part of them you don't know that I said is in your blind side is actually where you should explore. Are there things that you cannot see or you choose not to see because of your mindset? Are there things that you could have seen, but because you have generalized that all women are this, all men are this, you have decided not to see it? Are there things like that? Hey, programmatic, well done, sir. So, open up your mind. Be open-minded, be broad-minded in relationship, because you will never be able to get all the information at once. Not twice, not thrice. In fact, those of us that have been married for years are still getting new information on a daily basis. So, for you to just come and make a close statement on somebody is not just that it's unfair. It is even myopic. It's very myopic. Hey, Pat, how are you? It's myopic to make a statement. That statement that Sam made, now one need you go come marry somebody like you now, was a very, very myopic and unfortunate statement. And as nature, as God will have it, he was that idiot who finally came to propose. I don't know if maybe knelt down with ring. So the idiot came and knelt down. He called himself that idiot. You understand? So each time you are concluding on somebody, you might be like Sam. Each time you are making up your mind, you are rounding up somebody that you don't know that person. Don't forget that behavior a lot of times, most of the time, are situational. Is that situation that bringing out that thing? There's some elements of it at the background, at the subconscious, and they get pushed out. They get pushed out by the immediate behavior. So look beyond that situation. Separate the person from the situation, and then you get a better person. Separate that person from your mindset of now so women they do, now so men they do. Those things are wrong. They have misled us. All those things that we have believed. There's some things that we have believed before that we should not believe again. You understand? Oh, all men are cheats. That's not true. The one is the one that you have seen. And the one you have seen are not up to 0.0000001 of the men on planet Earth, even in Nigeria. So it's wrong to conclude. Even statistically, it's very, very wrong. Oh, all women are like that. They just help you blow your money and whatever. That is wrong. When you operate from that angle, you will always be wrong. And when you are wrong in your mindset, your delivery will be wrong. If your mindset is wrong, there's no way you can do something better, because your mindset is the one that is driving what you're doing. So, don't be like Sam, where Sam will still got it right later. And Sandra too, at the appointed time, so to say, Sandra did not decide to walk away because of what Sam had said while they were in school. Don't forget that they were never friends on campus. They were not friends at all. It was the project that brought them together. And then they began to see the better side of each other. You might be working with somebody, and the person is always working under pressure. You might not get the best out of that person in terms of love relationship, because the person's behavior at that time might just be work oriented until you get the person, until you're able to see the person under a different circumstance. That's when you can conclude that at least this behavior is regular of this person. So this is Jeff 316 on Love DNA. Today we're talking about I want to be that idiot. I want to be that idiot. For the story of Sam and Sandra, I told the story earlier. And so don't be an idiot, okay? Don't conclude on people, okay? Allow situations, allow more than one situation to guide you in judging somebody. Don't just conclude on somebody like that. This person is an idiot. No. Oh, this person is not a wife material. No. Oh, this person is not a husband material. No. Are you the maker? You are not. And you know one thing, you are not going to know everything. You ain't going to know everything. The little you know, make the best out of it. So don't write anybody or don't write yourself off either, because there's more to love than you can see. I'd like to appreciate everybody who's been watching. James Gift, Patricia, Adebayo, programmatic accountable tele Busola Wolabi, long time. Clinton Ono, Madam Loy, Maoga, Asofa no, Asoula no, Asofe Mbobade, Kunle Adeniyi, Divine, George Way, Pastor Bameke, audio from Lagos. Thank you very much. So, what have I said today? Never say never when it comes to relationship. Don't burn the bridge when it comes to relationship. You can lock the bridge, you can lock it and put the key in your pocket. Don't throw the key away, because situation might bring you together again. You never can tell, as long as the person is alive. A very bad and crazy man today that you've written off due to the terrible thing they did might be something better tomorrow. I'm not guaranteeing you. I'm not saying that the person has changed, but the person has tendency of changing. You understand? And I'm not saying that you should go back to your ex if your ex have been very terrible. No. Let them prove themselves. That is if you ever cross their path. But what I'm saying is that don't write them off. Don't write anybody off that anybody cannot be anything, because you actually don't know. Yes, you don't know. You only know the one you know. So thank you so much for listening. I come again your way on Monday, 9 p.m. on Monday on Love DNA. This is Jeff 316 signing off. Thank you so much. God bless you. Enjoy your Easter. I think we still have the holiday till Monday, so we have time to run around. Don't worry, I'll come back on Monday. Thank you very much. See you. Bye. Love you.